folks, here we are. Yeah, that's right. It's tropical. You know what? When it's below zero, who doesn't like a fruity cocktail drink? No, truth is, we're ditching this place. Yeah, we're going to Puerto Rico, baby. IRS, if you're watching, it's all work. And it is. I'm doing some Con Ed down in Puerto Rico, but I'm bringing Puerto Rico to you. Yeah, we got some cocktail tonight. Season 4, episode 5. Folks, just come on in. Tropical, warmth, paradise. Blue Monkey Quarantine, only business, monkey business. Let's do this. Oh, sorry, getting ahead of myself. I just like our sounds. There you go, folks. We like it so much, we played it twice. Here we go. All right, we're ready, folks. All right, cheers to you. Here we are, season 4, episode 5. We're a little anxious because, well, we want to get the heck out of this frigid ice box that we call Cincinnati home. And again, I'm taking you with us. Now, if we're going to talk Puerto Rico, we're going to talk San Juan. In 1954, Ramon Manchada Marrero invents the pina colada. Yep, pina colada time, baby. Now, of course, in 1963, Don Ramon Menoir also claimed that he invented it in Puerto Rico. And it's a long story. And we already did the pina colada, so I can't do that one. But that is, by far, that's the national drink. I have to at least share that with you, with Puerto Rico. But tonight, we do something very special, something unique we normally don't do. We're doing the Chichaito. Now, the Chichaito is also a very, very popular drink in Puerto Rico. And technically, it's a shot. I know I don't do shots. Shot. No, I don't do them. But we're going to give this one some credit because it's kind of a cocktail, because it's a mix. So it's a shooter cocktail, and it's Puerto Rico, and we're going to do it, and it's going to be delicious. Now, the Chichaito is popular in all the bars. You can pick this up for like $1, which we're going to test. And we're going to see how many we can get. Because by the way, we're going to Puerto Rico. They call it the peso, but it's the U.S. dollar. So we're ready. Anyway, only 2 things you need for this one. Now we're going to do the classic Chichaito. They do make versions of this. You can get a Chichaito de coco, which is with coconut cream. You can get a Chichaito de Nutella. Yeah, they put Nutella and condensed cream in it. So they do play with this. But tonight, we're going quarantine style. The Chichaito quarantine style. 2 main ingredients, rum and anisette. Now, if you're going to go rum, in my opinion, for this one, we got to go Bacardi. Now, Bacardi is Puerto Rican rum. Paul, I'm looking at the label at my house, and by the way, you want the white rum tonight, and it literally says Cuba on here. Yeah. It's a torrid love affair of a history. Real quick, 1830, Don Bacardi starts in Cuba making rum. So we have that. I get it. I know that. But in 1930, they actually started also producing in Puerto Rico. Now, this is really interesting because in 1930, it's Prohibition. They also were producing in New York, but they had to shut it down because of Prohibition. And Cuba became the actual hot spot for Bacardi rum. And everybody was coming because of Prohibition. It would just come on over, they'd take the boat, they'd spend a day. It was so popular, my boy Papa moved there. Yep, Ernest Hemingway moved to Cuba in the 30s, lived there, I believe, just to be close to the rum. But a funny thing happened. Thankfully that they had started operations in 1930, because in 1959, Mr. Fidel Castro came into power and seized all of the assets of Bacardi in Cuba, and that's when they transferred everything to the Bahamas, ultimately making Puerto Rico the largest distillery and also the largest distillery of Bacardi rum. And there you have it. So we got to use the Bacardi rum. And then our other ingredient tonight, anisette. So what I really wanted to do tonight was try to get as many hard words to pronounce for me as possible.
You're doing well.
And well, thank you. I feel like even with a tropical drink, I'm still doing okay.
You're doing impressive.
I'm going to need one for this next part because what we're talking about is anise liqueurs. Anise liqueurs. Say it carefully if you're ordering this. So technically, all anise liqueurs are a type of anisette liqueur, but anisette is its own type of liqueur. So what are other anise liqueurs? Because I want to hear you say anise several more times tonight, Paul. Well, let me give you just a quick ones. Ouzo, Sambuco, absinthe. Those are all anise liqueurs. And the reason they all have this is they all basically, in some way or another, hey, we got pets. In some way or another, they contain either aniseed or star of anise. And that's kind of the building block of this. And ultimately, that compound from that is called, say it carefully, anethole. Anethole. Not, it's a compound. You can look it up. Anethole. And anyway, it gives it a licorice flavor. And the big reason, though, we're going to go with anisette versus like, I don't know, an absinthe. By the way, absinthe is green because of the herbs they add to it. That makes it the green fairy. It's not the wormwood. Anyway, the biggest difference between an anisette and like a Sambuco or Ouzo, those are going to hit anywhere from 55 to 75% ABV. This, no more than 25%. Matter of fact, the one we have here is 15%. And if we're going to just have two things, my gosh, let's try to make it palatable. Here we go, folks. Easy one to make. Technically, you could just pour this in and be done. But we are going to do it over ice. That's the way you're supposed to do it. 1-to-1, folks. 1-to-1. So we're going to go with a little bit of rum. Now there's that was 2, 1 for me, 1 for Shelby, already in there. And then we're coming in with our anise liqueur, anisette. And again, I don't even smell it yet. But that licorice smell, it's delicious. And that's it, over ice. Then we're going to come in, just give it a little bit of a shake. And folks, this is fantastic. Easiest cocktail you can do. Shelby, are you excited to order these in Puerto Rico? Live and in person? And then all it is look at that. Now you notice it got a little cloudy, ouzo effect. We're not going to get into all that science tonight. Tonight we're just on a shot. Now I told you can make these to cocoa, to Nutella. They have bananas, all sorts of flavors. Quarantine style. Emergency. Saving lives and going in Chichitos since 1830. Let's just pick a date. And we're just going to do a little sprinkle right over top. A little citrus. Oh, there it is, folks. Shelby, you ready for this?
Yep.
We got to do this one together.
All
right. Last time we had done shots before. Last time I got my butt kicked every time I do a shot with her. So I'm going to try to do a little bit better. So cheers to Puerto Rico.
Cheers.
1, 2, 3. Here we go. Ooh.
That's tasty.
That is tasty.
It's smooth.
Now you would think
I want to taste the banana one.
pure alcohol, that was going to be strong, huge bite. Not at all. So the rum is nice, it's smooth, but then that licorice just really mellow. I mean, it just kind of cuts it, like sweetness. I mean, folks, we are going to, I'll keep track of how many Chichitos. I'll try to do a library of Chichitos and tag them onto this. So, folks, there it is. Last thing I will leave you with is this. Puerto Rico, 1, I've already told you. I'm going to give you 3 great things about Puerto Rico. I'm sure there's a list of 100. I'm going to give you my 3 things. 1, Bacardi. Enough said. 2, the oldest bar in Puerto Rico. It's called El Bate. And it's just this hole-in-the-wall dive bar that it is the best dive bar of any dive bars. Agreed?
Yes, it's terrifyingly awesome.
It's terrifyingly awesome. It looks like a rundown old prison. graffiti on the walls. It's fantastic. If you
It
go,
looks it looks like it should be in the movie Train Spotting.
and we will be there. And we're going to see if we can get a Chichaito there. And then the third thing that I have to share, because I know this is why deep down Shelby loves going there, is for a little frog. Yeah. The coqui. Coqui. So the coqui frog inhabits the island, and you can just hear them. And they're called the coqui frog because of the noise they make. They sound, that's what they go, coqui. And actually, if you go into some of the forests, I learned this, they go to the top of the trees, and they have predators like tarantulas that will follow them. So what they know, because the coqui are smart, they don't come back down because they know there's predators. So they jump off of the trees, and they're so light that they just float down. And some people will say that if you're in the forest, sometimes it'll be raining frogs. And it's because they're down. So if you ever get landed on by a coqui, that's why. And folks, with that, cheers. We're out of this iceberg, and we're heading to Puerto Rico. So we'll see you next Sunday. Hey, Hoo-day, go Bengals. Let's do this. And cheers. We're out. See you next week, next Sunday.